Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. My name is Jennifer Ahmadu-Oyegoke. I'm a Christian and also a minister of the gospel. So there's something currently trending on Facebook and I think maybe on Twitter also. It's about cryptocurrency. It's about the coin that was launched using the name of our dear father, Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that surname correct. It's grieving. It's annoying, you know. I'm not someone who basically like to jump on trend, but this is something that is quite heartbreaking. I made a post recently about cryptocurrency. I'm not someone who knows much about cryptocurrency, but I said something that I believe that cryptocurrency is a volatile kind of trade, and it's risky to use God's name. In fact, it shouldn't be done. Do not use God's name to push people to get a specific coin. If you feel that coin is going to do well as a prophet, as a pastor, or as whoever you are, right? Just tell the people, I think for my permutations, this coin will do well. Can we stop roping God into this kind of wicked act? So our dear father, Reverend Ezekiel, who has been trending recently, because of how much he has been talking about the massacre of Christians in the north. He has been speaking vehemently about the genocides of Christians in the north. This man literally buries people every day. 4, 5, 3, different communities in just Plateau State. And then a so-called prophet, a so-called apostle comes out to launch a coin in his name just to scam people. What has the body of Christ turned into? Can somebody just make it make sense to me? What have we turned the body of Christ into? Why have we become this greedy? Why do we esteem wealth more than God? You call yourself a prophet, you call yourself an apostle, you're online prophesying and preaching. But yet you have the guts to scam people of their hard-earned money using the blood of the innocents that have been killed. How different are you from the Nigerian government denying the genocide? And how different are you from the Fulani headsmen killing these people, or from Boko Haram killing these innocent people? You are not different from them. You are a crook. You are a criminal. You are not a pastor. You are not a prophet. Neither are you an apostle. You are a criminal. You are a hard-earned criminal. And you should be somewhere chilling in Kirikiri prison. We are still crying and trusting God on how He's going to intervene in this massacre. But yet, young so-called pastors and prophets are out there scamming people of their hard-earned money. I don't have problem with some of our shenanigans because I see a lot of them online and I know a lot of them. But my problem is, don't rub in that innocent man, that man who is crying day and night, asking for God's intervention and the government intervention for the people who have been slain in the north. How did we become this wicked? How did we become this greedy? When did ministry become about who has the best cars? Who has the latest material stuff? I see all of our shenanigans online. I see our so-called young prophet and pastors, the nonsense we do online, all in the name of making money, all in the name of becoming a global prophet. This is crazy. This is really crazy, and I'm so pissed, and I know many believers who are sincere to themselves are quite pissed with this nonsense. Don't rub that innocent man into it. Don't rub the blood of the innocent into this nonsense. I always say it. Whatever we could receive before Jesus came to die is not the reason why Jesus came. Can we stop preaching this nonsense prosperity gospel that is making people go mental and mad? Can we stop preaching this nonsense prosperity gospel that is making people go mental and mad? Everybody now thinks that if you don't have the largest number on Facebook, you don't have the largest church, you don't fly first class, you are not always if you are not always invited and coming by plane as a prophet or a pastor, then you are not a man of God. Where did we get this nonsense from? Where did we get this nonsense from? Can we go back to the scriptures? There are people who die to ensure that this gospel comes to us. Young girls like myself watch their children fed to lions during the time of the persecuted church, just so that the gospel can be handed over to us. How did we come to this point? Can we go back to preach the true gospel of Christianity? Can we go back to preaching the true gospel of Jesus? Can we leave all of this charade we do on social media? If you're not going to lend your voices to the blood of the innocents that is slain, to the blood of our brothers and sisters that are slain in the north, then can you stop this nonsense? I'm not sorry for my tone, because this is quite crazy. This is annoying.